Everybody, and welcome to Media Day for the 2021-22 Men's Basketball in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. My name is Jason Lamb. I'm the sports director at KY3 Sports in Springfield, Missouri, and it's time to preview Grandview, and we're joined by the Vikings head coach, Denis Schaefer. Coach, how are you today?
Doing great. Great day here in Des Moines, so looking forward to having a nice conversation with you this morning.
All right, Coach. So this is your 25th season there in Des Moines. How much are you looking forward to this one? Can you believe you've been there for 25 seasons now?
That's a very open-ended question, Jason. But no, I don't feel like I've been here 25 years. When I talk to people about it, or I talk to kids about it when they come in, I'm like, a lot of times coaches go into these situations and don't feel like they're going to be here at school, something like Grandview, for 2 or 3 years. But what I found out is I work with tremendous people. We have a very good administration. And I also have the ability to go out and get really good kids who go on and do good things. So it's been a really good 25-year ride. And I look forward to this year as much as I did in my first season.
That's great. Tell me a little bit about the community there and your campus, and what are the big draws, I guess, when you go out to recruit kids to join Grandview?
Well, I think one of the biggest things that we sell now is that Grandview has just grown as part of Des Moines. I think when I first started, one of the things that Grandview was not noticed as much in the city of Des Moines as it is now. And I think our administration, our faculty, our staff, our marketing department has done a tremendous job of making Des Moines a part of the Grandview campus. The next thing is, I think we've done a really good job with building our athletics in general. When I started, we had 6 teams. Now we're at 26 or 27. We have full dorms. We have improved bricks and mortar structure all over the campus. And I think that's a testament to the people who work here, the people who had a vision for getting this to this point. And I think there's nothing but big things ahead of us at Grandview.
Okay. Well, let's talk about your team a little bit. Like so many other teams around the nation, you have a lot of guys returning. I see you have 8 returning players. Tell me a little bit about what we can expect from the Vikings this season.
Well, we struggled a little bit last year when COVID hit us late. And so we had a 13-day run where we had to play 7 or 8 games. And I know that took its toll on us. But I do really enjoy the core group of guys who have decided to return. I think they bring a lot to the table in terms of energy. I think they're dedicated on and off the court. I look forward to coaching them every day. I think at this point in the season, like right now, we just need to play someone else, and we happen to have a scrimmage tonight. So I think it'll be a good test for us. But the kids in general have been really hard working. They've done a great job in the off season. And I think looking forward to this scrimmage tonight, it's just going to be a great opportunity for us to get better as a group.
Who are some of the key guys you have coming back?
Well, Ryan Miller probably starts it off. He's kind of developed as a player in the last 2 or 3 years and has really done a tremendous job. I think he averaged 24 or 25 last year. And to be honest, when I talk to parents and I talk to kids about what Ryan has done, he has just been a self-motivated worker, and he's just kind of shot himself off the charts. And so we look for him to be a real strong leader for us on the court. He's got a motor that just won't quit. The next guy that comes to mind is Drew Johnson. He's took his COVID year this year. Outstanding shooter out of Waukee. And he's a great leader for us. He brings energy and he brings a toughness to us every day in practice. And you can't not have someone like Drew Johnson on the floor with us. Isaiah Johnson is a sophomore for us. He didn't get to play a lot last year because of COVID, because of contract tracing, and then because of a broken nose. But he's a sophomore out of Waterloo West, and we look forward to him being impactful for us. Really thought that he would have been impactful for us last year had all the bad things not happened to him. I think we have some guys coming off the bench, and Jack Trudeau is a senior out of Van Meter. He continues to get better on the court for us. He's an outstanding kid who just works so hard. He has the ability to stretch the floor and shoot it well, and if he can do that, he can pose some mismatch problems for us. And then the last person to talk about would be Brady Sartorius. And I'm only talking about him last just because he's been injured and sick here for about 2 weeks. And we hope to get him back within the next 7 to 10 days. But he's our point guard. He does a great job of controlling the game. He's a tough-minded guy. He can defend. He just is a great leader for us on and off the floor as well.
Okay, and it looks like you have 3 transfers joining this year's team.
We do. The first one is Cham Dang, who is a kind of a role player or a mismatch player, I guess, out of Iowa Central Community College, played for Coach Helly up there last year. And Cham is a young man who can play a diverse role for us. He can play the 3, 4, or 5. He has an ability to just kind of be super, super coachable and do whatever we need to be done. Jackson Golightly is a grad transfer from William Jewell. He's going to add the ability of some length for us and the ability to stretch the floor. He's a pretty good shooter. And we look forward to him being impactful for us. And then Dallas Bailey is a grad transfer from Emporia State University. And again, he's a diverse player. Like, we play positionless, Jason, is kind of the term that I use. And Dallas can attack off the bounce. He's an outstanding passer. He can rebound. He can defend at multiple positions. And if he can make some baskets, I think he's a super, super dangerous guy to have on the floor for us.
Okay. You mentioned you have your scrimmage tonight. It looks like you have a pair of games coming up here at the end of the month. What is it that you're hoping to see out of your team here early on?
Well, I want to see us battle really consistency from start to finish. I think one of the areas that we have to improve upon is we have to get better defensively. And in particular, we have to guard the ball a little bit better than we have in the past year or two. Second thing is I'd like to see us grow and continue being able to push the ball with some pace. And if we can knock down shots, I think we're going to be in pretty good shape.
I see here that you said that your keys to success this season will be your ability to defend and to limit second chance opportunities, and of course, staying healthy. Anything else that will be keys to success this season?
No, I think those are the 3 main deals that we have to really focus on. I mean, we're not an overly big basketball team, so we're going to have to do a lot of detailed work, and we're trying to talk to our kids every day about building habits that will make you successful on the floor. And those are the little things like staying in the stands, being active with your hands, getting a box out, all the things that coaches preach during the course of a practice at any level. And if we can do those, then I like the chances of how we can be in the league, which is just loaded with talent and great coaches.
Yeah, that leads me to my next question. Just, you got a 14-team league here. Can you describe what it's like to navigate and go through this gauntlet, I guess, every year? And how would you describe the Heart of America Conference to someone who's not familiar with it?
Well, I think it's an outstanding basketball conference. And I think one of the things that probably works against us is we are so good from top to bottom. At any time, on any night, any team can beat any team. And that's a tough deal for anybody to truly understand, because at the end of the season, I think a lot of people will look at the records of the people in the Heart and say, hey, they're not that good. But the truth of it is we play really good, talented, outstanding coaches every night. So to describe it, I guess, would be more nightmarish, because once in a while you'd like to have a break, but we just don't seem to get that. But what I do like about it is that there are quality people up and down the conference. There are quality kids in up and down the conference. And I think our coaches all go about doing it the right way. And then not only that, they're a bunch of good dudes here. And I think that's fun to play against every night.
One of your peers has announced that this will be his farewell season after 36 years at Mid-American Nazarene. Rocky Lamar will step away after this season. We spoke with him a moment ago, and as he reflected on his years and his impact on kids, he started to get a little emotional. What comes to mind when you think of Coach Lamar?
Well, first of all, he's a legend. I mean, and anytime you get a chance to talk to Rocky, it's just a great day. You know, just for me personally, the first time that we ever played against me was in the national tournament, I think in 2000, and they were the number 1 seed, and we had a really good game, and we were fortunate to win that night. But after that, I think Rocky has been a mentor to me, like he's been to so many players, so many coaches. I know when I first started my camps, Rocky allowed me and my son to come down and watch camps and see how he did things, and he helped me grow those things. He's always been a person who has offered advice and not necessarily pushes that advice on you, but gives advice that you can take to heart and walk away from it and know that somebody actually cared about what your position was. Some of my best memories, truthfully, are when we go to play or they come here to play and I get 15 or 20 minutes while the girls are changing and warming up, and we just get a chance to talk. And then last, I think he just surrounds himself with good people. You know, a few years ago, I stole Adam Hepker from him, and came and was my coach now. Now that is probably going to haunt me for doing that. But just that alone, that he is in the game for the right reason. He cares genuinely about people. He cares genuinely about the game. And he's certainly going to be missed in our league.
Coach Denis Schaefer, the head coach of the Vikings of Grandview. Thank you so much for your time here this morning, and good luck to you and your Vikings this upcoming season.
Thanks, Jason. Appreciate your time.